Hey, there's Erin Cook, creator of the Video Smart Start series, where I help people grow their businesses through the use of video and video marketing by creating video that converts into sales. And today I want to talk to you about how we're using video in social media now. Now we have the release recently of IGTV, which is Instagram TV, or I kind of compare it to YouTube for Instagram, where you can share stories for up to an hour long by using the IGTV app, or right in Instagram itself. So why are people moving to video? Well, if you've followed me for a while now, you know that people form relationships much faster through the use of video. Before we got into video, it was about blogging, taking these beautiful image photos, which still is important. However, when you add video into the mix, you're able to see somebody's personality and showcase what it is your expertise a lot faster to your clients and your target audience through that means, instead of just having them see you through pictures and words, right? It's much easier for us to get the gist of something when we watch a quick movie or a quick television show, for most of us anyway, rather than just sitting down and reading it. It's just easier and quicker. So that is the idea behind video and adding video into all these social media platforms. So let me share with you real quickly how you can make the most of this. Now, as a business person, you're using video most likely in your promotional series to get the sale in the end. That is our end result for business people. Whether you have a service-based industry or a product-based, this would work either way. Now, what I want to tell you is the 5 different stories that you can tell. Now, stories are an easier way to sell, right? You've heard me say that. People don't want to buy from people that are businesses. They want to buy from people that have a story that they can connect with, that they know, like, and trust. That's what storytelling helps do for people. It helps get that connection with that client or that target audience and makes it deeper, and it lets them know, trust, and like you, and people will buy from you more likely if they like you. Okay, so we don't want to buy from people that we don't like, so we have to make that connection, and the way we do this is through storytelling. Okay, that's how we sell. You don't have to be salesy. So I want to share with you the 5 different stories you can tell, and you're going to pick and choose. You don't have to do all 5, or you can do all 5, but the most important thing to remember is to use the ones relevant to your brand and your business goal. Okay, so not everybody's going to need all 5 different stories, but you're more than welcome to use all 5 in a different way around your business, whatever your business needs. So the very first one is educational stories. Now, what are educational stories? Basically, it's what I'm doing with you right now. It is where I'm sharing information to, number 1, prepare you as a target audience for a sale. Now, if you notice when I got on here, the good example was, I am Erin Cook, creator of the Video Smart Start series. Bing! So what do you think in the back of your head? I was planting the seed, right, for the Video Smart Start series, okay? So I'm really transparent, because this is what you have to do in your own business. And it's very important. Video is very important. So if you want to learn video, go to videosmartstart.com and grab that training. But that's what educational videos are. So what it does is it plants that seed for that sale, but also showcases your expertise. Okay, so I'm an expert in video. I used to be in New York City, a actor or actress, and that's how I got my start in video, and that's why I'm so comfortable doing it. Now, there's more that goes into it, obviously, but when I can share these little tidbits with you through my storytelling, that's how you can know, trust, and like me as far as the video part is concerned. Okay, so educational is where you're sharing tips, talking about whatever it is that you're a specialist at, and whether it's a product or service, it can work that way. Okay, so you could showcase your product, talk about how it works, how they can use it to their benefit when you're talking to your target audience, and that's how educational videos work. Okay, so that's educational. The second one is inspirational. Inspirational stories are used for brands or people to connect with other people by bringing them joy. And why is that important? I kind of touched on that before, because when you're in business, you are in business to make people feel good by solving their problems. And that's most likely through either bringing pleasure, which is joy, or avoiding pain, which can also increase their joy. Does that make sense? So both ways, whether you're talking about avoiding pain or gaining pleasure, that brings joy to somebody's life. So when you're making an inspirational video for your business, ask yourself, am I bringing this person joy in a meaningful way. Okay, so we don't want to just talk about how happy we are when we are inspiring other people. We want our happiness or whatever we're filming for that story to be evoked, that emotion be evoked in that audience. Okay, so always make sure you're asking yourself, how is the story that I'm about to tell going to bring someone joy? Okay, and when you do that, when your brand is connected with those positive feelings, that gives people more joy, and they're going to want to come back to your brand because of that feeling that they get by working with you or learning from you. Okay, so that's more of an inspirational story, and I am starting to do more of those because my business allows me to have more joy in my life. And when I teach other entrepreneurs how to have joy, I show them the joy that I'm experiencing. Okay, so that they can live through me and understand that when they grow their business by working smarter and not harder, they can have that joy too. Okay, so that's inspirational stories. The third is community stories. Now, community is kind of cool. When you have a tribe, which is just another fancy word for an audience that follows you, that's interested in you already, or maybe it's past clients or customers, those people want to be a part of a community. We all have that desire deep inside us naturally. So when we're telling a story about community, it can be something where you're showcasing maybe a video of you and some of your tribe members going somewhere. Maybe it's just out for coffee, or you can showcase something that they've done through learning from you or from purchasing your product or your service, whatever it is that you do, and you're showcasing that. Okay, so when you're showcasing that, people are saying, oh, look what these people are able to do, and I want to be a part of that. Okay, so you can see how it relates to your business because people want to be a part of that, and maybe they internally want to be on your story, whatever you're doing, and maybe if they can't physically, they just want to be a part of that by purchasing your product or your service. Okay, so community is more about involving the people that are already in your tribe and getting people to want to join your tribe as well. So when you're thinking about community, the most important thing you need to do is make sure that it's relevant to your audience, okay? And make sure that it's professional and consistent. So if you have somebody that you are doing a community thing with, and let's say that you're swapping stories. You are having somebody on your maybe Instagram story and sharing their experience about you, but somebody turns that story on, watches it from beginning to end, and has no idea why that person's on your Instagram. Okay, so what you need to make sure is that it matches your brand by that person saying, hey, I'm so-and-so, and this is why I'm on Erin's Instagram, because she taught me this, and I want to show you what it did for me. Okay, that would make more sense. So just make sure it's relative to your audience, that people aren't tuning in and going, what the heck is that person doing on this person's story? Okay, so that's what I mean by having it match your brand and your, consistency. All right, so let me move on to the next one. I'm gonna make sure I get them in the right order. Okay, selling. Selling is like, the end game, right? We are doing everything in our business to promote our business so that we can sell something. That's how we make a living, and there's no shame in that. So sometimes we do selling videos where we just talk simply about what it is that we're selling. Now, we don't always have to push them right to a sale. So for instance, I'm also a travel agent, and I talk to my clients via video, and it's on my my weekly newsletter to my clients and to my audience who are not yet clients. I give them tips, I share things, but I also will do a video about what it is I do, the benefits they'll have from working with me, and my call to action is come book a consult with me, or here's a trip that, a group trip that we're filling up. If you want to be a part of it, go ahead and contact me and we can get you in. So it's more of a direct call to action. And we can use call to actions in every different type of post that we have, but this one has to be very clear cut. It's made for the very purpose of having that person click on whatever link you're giving them or type in whatever URL you want them to go to. You want them to perform a clear call to action. So you need, when you are trying to do a marketing or a selling video, to make sure that is specific and clear. Okay, and the last of the 5 stories that you can tell to help promote your business and increase your brand awareness is a behind the scenes. Now, here's a snippet of what you might see other people doing behind the scenes in their videos. Hi Hi, I'm just getting ready. I just got out of bed and I'm really late. I gotta go to work, and so I thought while I'm walking to work, I'll do a Q&A. So if anybody's out there, I got a couple minutes. I'm gonna walk to work. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Oh my gosh. You won't believe what this chick over here is wearing. Here, look. I mean, can you believe it? Oh, last night I was so tired. Like, I'm so tired this morning, and then I couldn't find my makeup to cover up the bags under my eyes. Okay, that's not really, that's behind the scenes. However, it doesn't serve a purpose, right? You're bored on camera. You're basically just getting on there because you're bored, and you're making everybody else bored. So please, don't do that, okay? Behind the scenes, again, has to have a purpose, has to fit your brand, and you have to know why you're creating a behind the scenes video. But here's the thing, we talked a little bit about video in general, creating relationships, building trust, getting people to know, like, and trust you, and then eventually buy from you. When you're shooting behind the scenes video, what's enticing to other people is your authenticity. Okay, now that video snippet that I just pretended to do real quickly, and you've seen those before, I know you have, that is authentic. Maybe that person's really like that, but it doesn't serve a purpose. The person watching that video is not getting anything out of it, right? So by me talking all about me and my day, yes, that can be behind the scenes, but what purpose does it solve? So that's the question you have to ask yourself. What value does it provide to the person watching? So instead, what you could do, let's say you are out shopping for new products to have in your store, or if you're a travel agent too, you are out looking at other resorts to sell your clients. You have a behind the scenes, look where I am, check this out, check out the bed, check out the food. Oh, here I am, at this night's entertainment. Okay, so that's behind the scenes with a purpose. So you're showcasing what's in it for the client or the target audience, if that makes more sense. So always post with a purpose, especially behind the scenes, but people love that authenticity. And you can tell that this video, I'm not editing. I'm swallowing a lot, I'm messing up my words a little bit, but that's authentic. That's me. That's my brand. I'm not perfect. I get things done. I'm reliable. I try to share my knowledge with you, and I care about you, and that's why I do it. And that's what I try to portray in my brand and my stories. So you can see how video can do a lot of different things for people as far as building relationships with your audience, getting to know you as a person and a brand, and getting to trust and like you, so that eventually they'll say, hey, this person knows what they're talking about. And I'm at that point, maybe it's not right away, but now I'm at the point where I think I'm ready to dive into whatever this person has to offer. And because you've been consistent and you've been showing all these different sides, and you've been giving them knowledge and value throughout this whole thing with them in mind, then they're more likely to purchase from you when the time is right. Okay, so real quickly, the 5 things again: your educational videos, which teach them and position you as the expert; your behind the scenes that we just talked about, showcasing your authenticity; community, where you showcase other people that have been using your services or your products and the benefits that you're getting from that they're getting from them; also your selling or your marketing videos, where you actually have that clear call to action. And I'm missing one. Hang on. I dropped my paper. Number 2, inspirational. Hello, bringing joy to somebody's day. And you know that is, one of the most popular things that people follow on Facebook. If you get into Facebook Insights, you can see that a lot of your clients are looking at inspirational things. Why? Because there's so much crap in the world, basically. So if you can bring joy to someone's day, that's going to make a world of difference for a lot of people. So don't discount that as something that you can provide to your target audience, okay? But again, make it relevant to your brand and your business. So here's my call to action. If you want to get more confident on video, to understand what to say specifically on video that will keep your clients on your webcast or whatever you're creating, your story, that will get them interested in you and get them to know you better, go to videosmartstart.com and check that out. It may not be right for you today, but it's going to walk you through all the things that you need to say. You're not going to have to wonder about how to create video and what to create it about. You're not going to have to wonder how to set up your studio. You're not going to have to wonder how to say things on live stream and versus a recorded video. Like what's the difference between those two things? Because they're very different. How do you make it easy for somebody to edit your video so you're not spending hours just editing a video that somebody might see one time? It walks you through all of that. So again, that's videosmartstart.com, but always stay here for more tips like this and grow your business by working smarter, not harder, so that you have time to do the things that you want to do in life. Again, I'm Erin Cook, and I will talk to you soon. God bless.